The change was immediate, starting with the 15-second cold showers according to the data. I was getting almost my full body's need of sleep every night. I did the 20-day cold shower challenge created by Wim Hof, which is a slow progression of getting used to cold showers to improve health. And my results were a much welcome surprise. Stick around and I'm going to quickly talk about the Dutch savage that is Wim Hof, what the benefits of cold showers are, and my results of the 20-day challenge. Much of what I discuss on this channel is tech or other products to improve performance, quality of life, or health. But occasionally we get something like a lifestyle change that has zero cost. That's right, there's nothing about what I'm going to discuss in this video that requires any purchase except for your water bill that you're already paying. That's because we're simply turning the water dial from what I'm assuming to be your usual hot shower all the way over to the coldest it can go. But why the hell are we doing this? I'm obsessed with increasing performance and improving my recovery. I like to look at people for inspiration of pushing my performance and incredibly interested in what those people do to keep moving. Wim Hof is one of those people doing incredibly extraordinary and unbelievable things. He's a savage who may be better known for his breathing techniques studied by physicians, clinicians, and extreme endurance athletes, the Wim Hof method. But let's talk about some of the world records he has dealing with the cold, or at least used to have. He once set the farthest swim under ice. He is the fastest marathon barefoot on snow, set the longest time in direct full body contact with ice, 16 different times. Apparently there's a bunch of these savages out there doing this. He attempted Everest in nothing but shorts and shoes but had to stop because of an injury, but he successfully climbed Mount Kilimanjaro in nothing but shorts and shoes. His nickname, the Iceman, I think is well earned. Now, he's not saying that everyone should be living shirtless in sub-zero degree temperatures. Actually, I mean, he does kind of promote that and has a class on that. But anyway, at minimum, he just wants everyone to see the benefits of simply taking a cold shower. But why? What is it about cold showers that make them better than a traditional hot one? Something that I absolutely used to love. Notice that's past tense. So there's a lot of things that the body can experience taking cold showers, and the studies are somewhat inconclusive on whether there's actual benefits to this that's backed by science. Some studies have reached the conclusion that there are, and some have reached the conclusion that there aren't, or more studies need to be done. It just all depends on how these studies are done, how things are measured, and that's pretty common with studies like this that are generally survey-based. But what could you experience? What have these studies shown? For one, increased immunity. One study that was done showed a reduction of self-reported sick leave only after 30 days of hot to cold showers. Just a small portion of their shower was cold. Other things that you can experience are increased HRV due to cold exposures, stimulating the sympathetic nervous system, increased mood and reduction of depression, a reduction of pain on the body, reduction of inflammation and soreness with muscles, reduction of recovery time of muscles for increased performance following exercise, and increased circulation as the body delivers warmer and oxygenated blood to the areas exposed to the cold. Now, when I decided to do this 20-day challenge of progressively longer cold showers, I had to think about the best way to approach it. So I settled on not looking at any of the benefits. I thought that if I knew what could happen, it may have some sort of odd placebo effect and steer me into feeling a certain way, or the exact opposite. I just wanted to do it and see what happens. My only knowledge of the benefits, beyond what you may have learned in athletics from applying ice to an injured area or cold baths, was the anecdotal benefits Wim Hof talks about in his book. Beyond that, I didn't do any of the traditional research that I love to do. I also did what I could not to change anything in my routine. I wanted the only variable in my day-to-day to be the introduction of cold showers. So what's the 20-day challenge? It goes over the course of 4 weeks. Only Monday through Friday is your suggested days to introduce cold water into your showers. One thing Wim Hof says in his book is that after 10 days, you should start feeling pretty good in the cold. I will tell you, I did not. I started January 2nd. The first few showers were absolutely miserable. I love hot showers, like super hot. The cold just about knocked the wind out of me, but I persevered. Then, on day 12, something happened where I was actually enjoying that last minute of cold shower. I really can't explain it, but my body seemed to be more tolerant of it. The temperature of the cold shower didn't change. In fact, it was probably colder than when I started. So I did a thing. I went to 100% fully cold showers starting on day 15. And that's actually how I prefer to take a shower now, as crazy as that sounds. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, so I know that's all fine, but what changed in my body? And this actually took some digging into my Whoop stats because it wasn't apparent to me. I noticed that my average night's sleep increased. If you haven't seen some of my other videos, I've always been looking for ways to increase my sleep and sleep quality. The change was immediate, starting with the 15-second cold showers, according to the data. I was getting almost my full body's need of sleep every night. If you're not familiar, Whoop takes into account your sleep needs, sleep debt, and cardiovascular strain from the day before from exercising to give you the amount of sleep you need to fully recover. I was hitting those numbers or within acceptable percentage points of them for the first time ever. When I looked up to see if increased sleep quality can be improved with cold therapy, nothing came up. So here's my theory, and some other things that I noticed. Physical stress of my body has tended to cause discomfort at night. I'm talking knee pain, inflammation, and muscle soreness. All of these things, from just my perception, have gone down drastically. I used to take CBD or apply topicals to painful or sore areas as needed, and I haven't touched any of that since starting the cold showers, something that I didn't even notice until I analyzed the past 20 days and saw that I was still stocked on all that stuff. I used to buy it on a monthly cycle. Another thing, my bounce back from one workout to the next tends to be pretty rough. I would suffer from terrible delayed onset muscle soreness. I haven't had any of that since starting. In fact, I've been even doing 2-a-days of CrossFit and Peloton and feeling amazing. So without any of the physical pains at night, it seems that my sleep has indirectly benefited. A huge and pleasant surprise from just changing the temperature of my showers. Surprisingly though, I haven't seen any change in my HRV, which was a tad disappointing. However, once I move and have more space, I do fully intend to set up an ice bath. I'd really like to take this thing to the next level because I'm sold. On the opposite end, I'd also like to get an infrared sauna. For those wondering, I tend to work out in the early afternoon, so my cold showers happened after that. But I've taken cold showers at all times of day and it seems to be fine. So in summary, I want everyone to remember that what I'm saying is purely anecdotal. My results may not be the same as yours, but from the results, I encourage anyone just to give it a shot. It's free, but it's just gonna take some suffering to get used to. So have fun with that, and I'll see you in the next one.